So you can double on this later on if you want to. He sent me a couple. Greetings, greetings. Greetings, greetings, greetings. In the sunrise, up and simply thankful. We have the one and only L.A Gray in the studio with us today. He'll be joining us from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. So stay tuned, whether you're tuned in on Omega FM radio or on the YouTube. Don't touch that dial.
Yeah, I turn my microphone down.
Yeah, I think that's what the echoing is. Yeah, I think one there.
Yeah, so I turn my one.
Connected to this. Oh, yours got sponge, and I'll just wash that sponge. Fresh sponge. Yeah. No COVID, it's fresh and special. And this one just in case too. More love and blessings. Yes, the track that's playing right now is Love and Only Love, written album from the Rough Cut Records, bandcamp.com. And this track is Groundsman. 10,000. Stay tuned. Trying to play too much music at the same time. L.A Gray. In the studio. I'm so gassed. I am gassed. I have L.A Gray in the studio. Don't know, get to know. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Excuse me, I go a bit crazy in here sometimes. To the vibe. Yeah, some great. Microphone's down, so let's turn you up. Just catch the vibe. Yes. We have in the studio the one and only L.A Gray. Stay tuned. The track we're playing at the moment now is from Love and Only Love, and it's by Groundsman. So I will play a couple of tracks for a little bit later on. So I'm just going to let this one play out for now as an intro before we do the greetings. Kill 5 minutes. I got some dubs to put on this one. I got sizzling on this one. On this track. Didn't even know the ending went like that. Hey, something new every time, eh? I did not know that the ending went just like that. So that track I was playing, it was by Rough Cut Band, and it is on the Love and Only Love rhythm, and that one was by Groundsman as well. Greetings in the sunrise to one and all, and welcome to Celebrate the Most radio show. My name's Emma Claire, and I shall be keeping you company from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Read Omega's objectives. For those who don't know Omega's objectives, the Omega FM's vision is to re-establish the interests of the Afro-Caribbean and other inland borough communities in addressing the issues of social, economic, and educational oppression, and most of all, the ever-growing presence of the disease of gun and knife crimes within our communities, to address the oppression and injustice within our communities by combating the ever-growing issues which have a major effect upon the Black and other communities and the future generations of young children, to encourage the positive development of children, young people and families within the communities of inner island boroughs by actively supporting the development of and within our communities. Omega, organising mothers to eradicate gun and knife atrocities. Telephone number 07539 968 143. That telephone number again, 07539 968 143. Facebook, Omega 104.1, Mixloud, Omega DJ, YouTube, Omega London TV Presents, and admin at omegaechoradio.co.uk for all of your information and advertisements. Today we have a very special show today. We have in the studio the one and only L.A Gray. Woo! So when you're ready to tune into the YouTube, please tune into when you'll be able to see a visual. If not, you can online www.omegafmradio.co.uk. And if you miss both of these, you can actually tune in later on Mixloud and then catch it up on the replay. Before we do anything else, we always do 1 minute silence. And this is for those that are new to the show, Separate the Words from the is an online internet platform supporting independent artists and creatives, signed and unsigned, spoken word, poetry and lyrics, music and beats, producers, arts, rappers, singers or songwriters. We always separate the roses from the thorns. So without further ado, to create the energy and the frequency in the room, and think of those that are not with us for whatever reason, for those that are going through problems that we do not know what they are going through. This minute of silence is for them. So the minute of silence starts now. More love and blessings, giving much thanks for that 1 minute silence there. Before we go any further, I want to quickly introduce L.A Gray before I get started on the beginning part of the show. And yeah, just get him to say hello. That would be great. There you go, L.A Gray.
That's ready for me.
Ah, did you hear that?
How you doing?
More love and blessings, L.A Gray. That is the one and only L.A Gray. And who knows? Who knows? More love and blessings. My thoughts are today are with the young man that was found in Gladstone Park. I'm not sure what the cause was, but I've heard a rumour that it could be a suicide. Suicide is a serious thing that a lot of people are going through now, especially in the Black community where it's not so really accepted as some form of depression. My daughter's father committed suicide at around 20. My daughter was 3. And it seems a shock, but depression is no joke, especially when you're trying to be strong while you're feeling so broken. You have to make sure that you have the right people around you. So if anyone is around and they have a friend that they feel may be going through such issues or trials or tribulations, then please do try to talk to them or try to find them the correct help that can help them through the darkness, because it's who you have around you at that time that depends on whether or not you survive or not. So without further ado, before I go on to the interview with L.A Gray, I'm going to play Anita Brings Judge and Guide Me. There we go. Apparently someone said there's about 5, but I've not seen 5. I've heard there was 1 and then somebody else in Easton as well, all in the space of the same 2 days. Somebody's saying that there's 5 bodies that got found, but I don't think there's 5. I know Black people always exaggerate stuff sometimes. You know what, 5? I must have heard 5 somewhere else. But, okay. Turn down the volume a little. normally okay, but I cannot not today. I'm just looking forward to my L.A Gray interview. Nothing really matters to me today. This is like my proper first in person. Everyone does it, right?
What is it? You're gonna make a difference.
Yeah, so I'm proper happy about that because then at the same time I want to be, you know,
Yeah.
I want to be experiencing others as well. I always look so bright here. Oh, that's so good. You got to tell me about the Sierra Leone link as well. I got to hear about that.
It is going to be good. I've got so much in the pipeline as well.
What is going on here?
Yeah, I've got so much in the pipeline, and so I'll just look out. I've got some stuff that I'm saying.
Good. No, definitely. I'd like to hear it because I do in that other platform as well called Separate the Rose from the Thorns. Again, I do that online. It goes for about 6 hours, but I'll send you the link for that because on Separate the Rose, we've got all of the shows up there as well. And again, we've had Guala, most of the New Edge production artists and some of the Rough Cut as well because I work both for New Edge and I work for Bubblers. I spoke to him today. He's like, Claire, you haven't been answering my phone calls. So, because I've had a really rubbish week, but Saturday's my grandbaby's birthday. So, yeah, she's 7 now.
7. Grandbaby 7.
She's 7. My oldest is 31. The youngest is 25 this year. So, one boy, but he'll be 29 this year. After I had just 2.
I've dealt with so much stuff in life. So I know how you feel. My mum had to bury my brother as well. So it's not.
Are you okay to talk about that today? Yeah. That's why I wanted to just double check yesterday because I'm a free person that just likes to talk and relax. And I can see your energy is so beautiful. That's what I'm thinking. Thank you, Lord. Sometimes I do get some ones that I like, you know, and I'm like, I don't want to do it.
I'm that person I want to be remembered for the rest of my life. Even when I'm passed on, I want to be remembered for all the work I've done, all the good things I've done, all the. I don't know. I don't feel I do horrible things.
I think with us, we think that we've done bad things, but we haven't. We just didn't know we were better at that time.
Better at it.
My dad always thought I was a really bad girl, but when I look at my brothers, I'm thinking I was no way. No, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It's because I was female. And my dad, I had my son, my daughter when I was 17.
Not bad. That's the way it
My
goes.
dad was like, you wash your hand up me, you're not married. Now my dad now, he's like, oh my God, Before that, he's like, and granddad was he's a reverend, so he's very strict. My dad went through that, and I went through it.
So I know.
6 days a week, I am blessed.
6 days.
I am blessed. Yeah, he did a missionary work.
6 days, then go to church.
No, I do 6 days because I got sent to Cambridge, innit? So he was up there a little bit as well. So your time is covering up as well. There's me yakking away, forgetting all about the people. More love and blessings. That was the one and only Anita Muriel with Jar Jar Guide Me. So yes, like I said before, we have the one and only L.A Gray, who is in the studio. So we're going to continue the interview at about 7:30, at about 2:30. But I also want to do a quick interview for all of the American DJs. All of the American DJs. And that's including Scratch Professor, Spiritual Dog Doctor, Empress Kalila, DJ Blake, my High Priest. Very special blessings to Lady Omega. And I thank you so much for attending my brother's 9 night on behalf of Omega. That really meant a lot to me. Shout out to my big sis Maxine, my big sis Michelle, and to my mum and dad, aunts and uncles and daughters, and a very, very happy birthday to my grandbaby, Leah. Shout out to Sister Carly, Sister Tashia, and a very, very special thank you from L.A Gray as well. So before we go any further, I just think it's simple that this is alive. And the aim is to be kind and just keep it moving with the highest frequency and vibrations that the universe can surround me with. So today on the way out to the door, I took my puppy for a walk and I bumped into an elderly man named Charlie, and his dog's name was Ronnie on my walk. So it was so lovely to have a nice chat and a natter about relative topics with my total state stranger friend. But he also asked me to play for him a track by UB40 called Kingston Town. So I will definitely be playing that for you a little bit later, Charlie, and I hope to see you tomorrow on the Tuesday morning's walk. So before we go any further, L.A Gray, are we here? L.A. L.A Gray, an amazing and talented, highly gifted and favoured, versatile recording artist and musician, joining us today with us live in the Omega FM studios. And if you're not ready, if you haven't heard before, listening live on www.omegafmradio.co.uk or tune in live on the YouTube on Separate the Roses from the Thorns, or catch up later on the replay on Mixloud Omega DJ. So here we go. L.A Gray. Wow, what can I say? I'm feeling good with an energy and high vibrations. I'd like you, L.A Gray, to tell me a little bit about yourself. For those listeners that are not quite sure who L.A Gray is, tell us in your own words about yourself.
Hey guys, my name is L.A Gray. 5 generations of L.A Grays. My great grandfather was taken from Sierra Leone and Cuba. And then he was one of the first to get his freedom papers. With this freedom paper, he decided to buy a plot of land. On that piece of land, he asked the villagers to all jump in, join in, grow some fruits, grow some vegetables, let's feed the village. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to continue the legacy.
Wow, that is amazing. So Grandpa bought a big piece of land in Sierra Leone?
No, in Cuba.
In Cuba? Which part of Cuba?
To be honest with you, the whole area has been uprooted and destroyed, you know what I mean, because of the war that they had.
Okay,
so,
I'm not familiar with that.
When my dad passed away, he was like explaining the areas and the pockets we were all from and so forth. And it was nice to know that, yeah, there was a piece of land that my grandfather did. It was taken back off my grandfather. I still got research to do. I still got to get to Cuba. I still got to get to Sierra Leone. But I know what direction I'm going in.
I think that's absolutely amazing. The reason why I was very, very interested, because you said Sierra Leone, and I just found out the other day that our family bloodlines from Sierra Leone as well. The Crew and Mendez tribe, we actually found the district, we're in Chief district. So I'm trying to connect with as much Sierra Leone as possible. And it's crazy, people are coming in front of you, and they're from Sierra Leone. So I think it's
got the cheap ones, I can see it now.
As I say, they're looking at Facebook. Family. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, no pun intended. And I hope to get a live as well. Even an a cappella as well. That is absolutely amazing. I'm blown away. After this interview, we're going to have to keep and catch up. We have to. So let me go on this question. At what age did you first realise that you was into music, creating music, writing?
Well, I didn't really think I was always into it. I think music was just a part of my life. From the moment I was young, as far back as I can remember, there was always music in my household. So when it comes to like my mother, she would be playing the gospel, my father would be playing the reggae, I'd be playing the R&B and hip hop between me and my siblings. So in my household, there's a mixture, kind of like eclectic kind of vibe. Yeah.
You listen to everything. Was this all
sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes
that's when most of us remember it.
We turn up with before you let daddy what? Turn that down. He's about 9 to 10. You know what I mean? When he was gone, it was the best time because he could just do our thing.
Oh, that is beautiful. So which area did you grow up in?
I grew up in Northwest London, Harlesden to be precise, Harlesden, in between Harlesden and Church Road, because my father lived in Church Road.
Okay. All right then, so tell us a bit about your experience as a youngster growing up, because you said you grew up, did you experience racism? Did you experience bullying? Anything like that?
To be honest with you, I think I had tough skin. Is that the right way you put it?
No, that's the word.
Because I grew up in Barbados, to be honest with you. I was born here in the UK. when I got to around about 5, 6, my mum had 5 of us in the house, and imagine the madness going on.
Yes.
And-
It was called numbers.
Yeah.
Number 1, number 2. Hey, you, little one.
Yeah, you that one.
You are front and no behind the head.
You get back out of the back of the head,
I didn't actually say my name. Never
Literally
mind.
just like that, the whole house. So mum sent me and my siblings off to Barbados. We lived there until I got to secondary school. But while we was over there, I lived with my grandmother. And my grandmother was so beautiful. She's such a lovely woman. She's passed away now. But I'll never forget my grandmother in no shape or form. She was the type of woman that first thing in the morning, you know, that food, breakfast, she'd be up from 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, waiting for us. I was talking Monday to Sunday.
Oh, that is amazing.
Evening, morning, afternoon, and night, my grandma would be doing her thing. And then she's working throughout the day. My grandmother did like 2 jobs. She will prepare our food from the day before. So if we were at home on the weekend or what's, because she worked every day, Monday to Sunday, it was like she would prepare our lunch. Everything, the fridge is always stocked up. It was great. I loved it. You know what I mean? You don't realize the simple things in life are so important. It's like, I miss her so much because every time I wake up in the morning, like food, if I smell food, it's the thought of my grandmother every time.
That means that your grandma is still with you.
Always.
Yes, yes. She lives within inside you. I mean, I know how you feel about that. I feel like my grandma's passed as well.
Yeah,
my grandma's anniversary is on the 2nd of March. So
wow.
I kind of like went for the day. So just listening to you here, closing my eyes, thinking, I feel you and see, but grandmas, I don't believe that they actually go anywhere.
Nah, man, Eastman.
Sometimes you find yourself opening your mouth and your grandma comes out.
Yeah.
Eastman, surname. Go away. We've got that in our family too. We just oh, what is going on here? You see, they're supposed to meet people for a reason. I'm going to speak to you, Kaz. Oh, that is brilliant. Yeah.
God, we've all got connections in life. Even if it's not blood related,
we are related.
From the same struggle.
And the passion of the passion that I heard you talk about with your grandma as well, I can see that as well. Do you sometimes when you go through things in life, do you take that into your music? Do you write about those things there as well?
Yeah, definitely. My grandma was very classical about her music, so she'll listen to like older generational music and music that probably you won't be able to find nowadays, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But she was very traditional about her food and her views and values of life.
Okay.
So a lot of that's still installed into me, so I have a lot of those values as well.
Excellent.
Discipline wise.
Oh, no comment.
You know what, to be honest with you, I think it's true because mums beat you more than grandparents would.
My grandpa never touched me. My grandparents didn't touch me.
My grandmother, only one time she had to put me in line, but by that time, because she's like the type of woman that gave you space and the freedom.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can lose your mind and think you're a big man now.
And she just put you in check and remind you. She'd give you that look in it. Yeah. She didn't have to touch you. She just looked at you and you felt it the same way.
My grandmother put me outside the house. I was sleeping on the veranda.
Oh, and she's like, I better try to open the door. She didn't, of course she's not. She's waiting to see how brave you were. She said, you're going to come in?
No, she told me stay outside.
Oh.
She said, you don't come in. On the veranda. I was like, what? And she on purpose, she never looked at me. I don't think you wanted to be me.
Yeah. Like, let's see how fast, how long you'll last outside the door. I'll leave the door open. Let's see how quick you are. What, did you get up?
You want to see the belt coming, so you go back up.
You found strength and determination that day. You didn't have it before. You definitely had it that day. But that's the lessons that they teach us. And we are your grandmother's legacy, right? And all the fundamental values that she taught you as well. They're all instilled inside you. And that itself makes you to become, a better person, I think, as well. Because then we remember things that we didn't know. Sometimes we open our mouth for our grandparents.
Yeah. And as much as we was bred, we didn't want to sound like them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're trying to block your ears, isn't it? And now we open your mouth, like, huh?
Oh my God. I have a 4-year-old coming, she's 4 and 18.
Oh, bless her.
And at that time, I kept myself like, I'm not gonna say that.
And then the opening for your grandma comes out. So grandma, even though she's not physically here, she's spiritually still here. Because baby girl, baby daughter, is going to hear grandma as if grandma was physically still here. What's her name? Do you want to give her a shout out?
Amara Lee.
Amara Lee. Greetings, Princess Amara Lee. Many thanks for letting us have Daddy in the interview with us today as well. That is amazing. Amara Lee, what a beautiful name. It's absolutely gorgeous. That wouldn't be so bad. I love children, so that would be great for us as well. That is brilliant. I'm going to say here, would you say that you grew up in a community environment? Did you grew up in the Northwest?
I grew up in a community environment, yes. Because I do remember days of going to like play centre, and then going to like summer holidays. We've got those breaks as well. So I remember doing that, and at the time I was going to different areas. So it could be North London, West London, East London, and then we'll have kids in those areas as well, probably crossing over. And
that's when everyone used to just go from ends to end, jump on the train and jump on the bus.
Yeah, play centre was the main reason for it. I made some good friends through play centre. You know what I mean? I still got friends. I got one of my good friends. I met him in play centre, and he was a Kilburn.
That's brilliant.
Even to this day, I want to shout out my boy Leon. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Leon.
And like literally, like we're even though we didn't go down the same school paths and whatnot, we didn't grow play centre together.
And I think that's what's missing as well sometimes, the play centres and the community centres. Nobody has that so they can group together and join anymore. That's why I think so many young youths on the road. Available. I mean, they've got stuff like electronic devices and stuff that we didn't have available to us, but I just look at those as distractions. I think the community centre was really the key.
They managed to divide them in because of that, you know.
Definitely.
I didn't realise how important it was until when I got old enough to realise that it's best to mingle. It's best to go to different areas and different postcodes. And the parents to go be going as well, so everyone's crossing over boundaries and so forth, and bringing the community more and more together. Taking away those things to stop the bridges from being built.
And the children as well that were probably at home that actually looked forward to going outside, integrate them. There wasn't that for them anymore, and they've actually become like social introverts as well.
Which is what we're having now.
They can't go outside and socialize because they're quite scared of the response they're going to get back.
They don't know how to. That's some of the things that I've been hearing back from a lot of the youngsters. They're scared because of what they're exposed to on the screen. You know,
of course, definitely.
My exposure was to get out there. You know. And,
do you have older brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Do you think that having older brothers and sisters helped you as a youngster?
Boy. No, because we used to fight like that.
I'm the youngest girl. I've got older sisters, but there's only 3 girls.
You're right. You're the baby, right?
Oh no, I got whooped. I got rolled over and all these things.
That's from mum. Mum will be whooping you, but more importantly, it will be like it's like going like crossing boundaries.
Yeah.
Like my brother, I'll go in his room. And if I go in and take up his trainers or I pick up his shoes,
that's it, he's coming for you.
You know what I mean? Like I said, Omega, like, come on, I gotta tell the truth. You know what I mean? So while I'm on the radio right now, just say 104.1.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for explaining that, man. Because my brothers, my siblings they were great. We get on really well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the hand-me-downs were perfect.
Oh yeah. I didn't get anything new. I didn't know what new was. Even in your Christmas or birthday presents, if it was too big for you, your family wore it before you did. It just wasn't new anymore. And I was a bit funny, so I started getting scissors and cutting my stuff up and just making my own design or bits and pieces, and it worked. It worked.
And like I was hoping to redesign some of it, but by the time it comes to you, you know what I mean, there might be a hole in the pocket somewhere, you know what I mean? So a lot of it was that, but then I did enjoy growing up with my brothers and sisters. I enjoyed the environment. I enjoyed what we went through as kids because we had to share. We had to. Was
it more endurable though? You're more appreciative of how you grew when you was from younger. You probably didn't think it was great, but when you got older, you realized it was actually brilliant.
Yeah.
Because like some of the things that you see the children going through now, or the youngsters going through now, we can't compare to it. We can't. relate. I cannot relate to some of how they're moving or what they do or how they think. You know, I actually do think that we had a piece of cloth and it's cut and it's finished.
Yeah.
And this whole new cloth is a whole new brand, whole new barcode. And it's going to take us to sit down and learn and study them before we can overstand them, because it's just not going to come readily just like that.
No.
And they are going through some serious things that I believe with our skills, we can still help them with as well and motivate them as well. And you can't do it physically. You can only do it by them watching you.
Yeah, man. The whole way of
Yeah,
growing up
they ain't trying to
was-
hear you.
No, they're not, because the whole way of learning things was you had to have common sense, you know what I mean? Like my grandmother used to go crazy in the household if we did see things. And that, to us, it was, oh, no, it doesn't matter. But my grandmother was like, no, because when you get older, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So now when you realize some of the teaching was really good, because some of these kids, they have no idea about the world and walk into some certain situations. And
That's because sometimes the people that are growing them at home don't have that skill to teach them.
exactly.
And so they are actually being grown by the TV or grown by the radio or grown by the devices in the hand. They've never actually had a conversation with their child, apart from when it came to, you know, when they had the restrictions. Then you heard they was obviously in that scenario where, you know, they got to learn or meet their children for the first time, because they're so used to getting up in the morning, throw them out in the morning, they go to school, they come back, and they're not there.
That's why
So
I have to beat you up, man. Thank you for letting me talk my story.
of
That's what it's
course,
about.
we're all about real life stories here, and I'm seeing if it's connected to the way people write as well, because a lot of people, what they go through, they put it on pen and paper and they start to talk about it. But I think it's really is connected to. So the next question I was going to ask you was, you know, do you write about what you've experienced or seen, or maybe about what's in your personal point of view, or even another's perspective?
All of the above, to be honest. Because my music is about life. You know, it's
Camera's
about,
gone off. Sorry, is your camera off?
yeah, my camera came off because my phone just keeps.
Oh, you can turn it back on again. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. The phone's still there.
I said, no, you can take 2 minutes and do it, doesn't mind. Oh, is it? Oh, is it still on trick? All right, then what you can do then, no worries. I've got plenty of questions for you. What I want to do though, I'm going to play one of your tracks in the meantime here. This new track, you're going to have to tell me a bit about it. I'm going to play the beginning part of it first, and then you're going to tell me a little bit about it. Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, then here we go.
Just want to make a radio section.
Greetings. Massive shout out to Robert Dallas. More love and blessings. Shout out to Kaz Music Promotions as well. More love. Taking a quick break here. We're going to play Her Love by L.A Gray. You know what? I think I have to pull that one back up. I missed the beginning. Here we go.
How you feeling? Yeah.
Yes, more love and blessings. A shout out to Ruster Extensions, Malaga as well. More love and blessings. Aye, aye. Terrible noise. Hold on. More love and blessings. I'm going to give Uncle a quick call. I would like to know what that noise is. Oh, what have you got? Hey, plug it in. I've got your shot. Right. They said there's a no, this one's a down, but there's two. Yours is on mute, but mine is on live. No, yours is live now. Look.
Yeah, mine was on mute.
Yeah, do you want me to mute it?
No.
Yeah. So she said, I think Hester said there's a little noise in the background, so I'm going to find out what that is really quickly. I hope not. Sometimes we do go for this here. Greetings, Uncle. I got a bit of feedback. I don't know where it's coming from. No, I've actually got both my mics are down at the moment, but I'm getting feedback because I'm actually online and I can hear someone said they could hear feedback, but I could hear it before echoing. Can you hear it? And both the mics are down. Can you hear it? Are you listening in? All right then. Oh, I like this video. LA, the one that's live on the YouTube is good as well. Yeah. Well, actually, look like we're having our own private party. It looks like we have our own private party, you know. Nobody else. Why not? Uncle, what you say? All right, Uncle. I'm going to chip off the phone right now because I'm going to bring up my next track now, yeah? I know, but it's like I can't do it now. I'm coming to the end of my track, you know. No, I don't. I can't. You're in the middle of the show. I'll have to do that. Bye. Oopsie daisies, my finger went on blip. Aye. More love and blessings. I. Wow. That was the one and only L.A Gray with a new single called Love. So please, L.A Gray, tell us a little bit about that song there.
Oh man, that song is about. It's about having a heart. It's about expressing what you feel and not being ashamed or afraid of being who you are and being expressed to your have a heart with your spouse or someone you care about. So her love came out on Valentine's Day. So it's about sharing love. The song is about being true to yourself. You know?
Wow, that is powerful. That is so deep. I like that. I hope you guys listening or listen to the replay there. Bit of advice here. That is brilliant. I like that. I mean, there isn't enough of it because I've actually, even on the Separate the Rose from the Thorns radio show, I try to play music that's just, you know, has messages in them, that's either empowering or, you know, has something that, you know, if it feels like you want to speak to yourself, but somebody said something to you in their song, you know, so sometimes you might have problems expressing the words. I sometimes have problems with that. That's why I write everything down and I write so much poetry and spoken word. I write, I'm going to share a bit of poetry a little bit later on, but yeah, we could do that as well. I gotta be like. But yeah, that's how we express ourselves, like through the words that you go through. Sometimes I can't say something because I don't know, sometimes it might be a little bit too deep. I hear it in a song, or that is the song that was written for me to hear that message, that even though I probably couldn't put it into words myself, I could play that person that song. And then they totally get it, because then you've just explained her love and you know, the fundamentals of what came about to produce that song. And that makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, listening to myself now, looking at it, I'm thinking, wow, you know, I'm going to go back and listen to it again now that I know the full explanation of the song. Would you like to give us a little extract of that bit there? So just one verse. Just one verse. So I have a live one. Yes. So just the 2 minutes. Maybe it's the first paragraph. I don't know.
I won't praise her. She's the best I've ever had. So ambitious, her intention is to slowly put me back. Only time will tell if it's love in real, cause it's all about her love.
Yes. Oh, sorry, I got to wake up now. I was closing my eyes, I was floating. All up and blessings. You didn't hear that? That is a cappella live in the Omega FM radio.co.uk studios. So if you don't know, get to know that single's out now, isn't it? And it came out on the
14th of February.
Available on all music platforms,
Social media, you name it.
social media, everywhere. Please search, support, like and share. Also on YouTube. Also LA Gray Official on Instagram as well.
Instagram,
LA Gray Official on YouTube. LA Gray Official on Facebook. Did you hear that? LA Gray Official. Like, share, and follow. That's what you're supposed to do. Like, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to share and like and follow. Imagine if we all did that. Imagine what time it would be. It'd be absolutely brilliant. But sometimes we forget. Yes, it'd be great though, because that's what I try to do anyway. So anything that I listen to that I love, I share it with everybody. I know I'll play it at home. I make it a thing to have a playlist of the type of artists and music that I want to listen to. Yes, we're all up in it as well. I've been playing it every week. I think management's going to get me in trouble for the last 4 or 5 weeks. Before you even come in, I've been playing the music. Hello.
Windows that started to steam up.
And we could just sing about them. You know, it started raining now, isn't it? That's blessings, by the way. It's not rain.
Oh, that's blessings.
Yes, it's blessings. We see it and think, oh, it's the drizzle. It's the blessings in disguise. So we're coming up to our break in the next 10 minutes. But before we do that, I've got a couple more questions to give to you. And then I've got another one of the track. I want to play Who Knows. And I also want to play, I want you to choose which track, so we'll speak about that in the break as well, just coming up for the next 7 minutes. But before I go there, I've got something else to ask you, which you don't mind as well. I've written down here, some are real life stories that can help, encourage or motivate a listener. Some stories can be inspiring and encouraging to another if a person can see themselves in the scenario. I understand you suffered the loss of your brother too. Recently, I experienced something similar, and I was going to ask, if you don't mind sharing, to tell us briefly about how you managed to cope with that experience, the recovery and the healing.
The thing about death is that there's so many ways you can look at it. My brother was a role model. He was like my confidant. To be honest with you, he was my protector. I remember when I was in school getting into trouble, and I'm getting into a fight. My brother would just be there and we gave up. Half the time, he used to always rescue me. And the thing about it, I didn't think he was watching over me like that until he was gone. You know, and that gap, oh man, that gap was like it's still there. But I found peace with it.
Yeah.
I found a place where I can have my moment with my brother.
Yeah.
I still hold on to some of the things that he left behind, knowing that he's not here, knowing he's going to a better place.
Yeah.
But when I'm searching for, or I feel a little bit lonely, or I feel a little bit lost in my own self, you know, my father, my brother, my friends, my fallen friends, you know what I mean? I've got a piece of their memories. My grandmother, I got a piece of me that were their memories, you know what I mean? I love pictures.
Yeah.
They speak 1,000 words. You know what I mean? If you look into them properly.
Oh, definitely.
You know?
I agree with that.
When I look at the pictures of my brother, I look at the pictures of my grandmother, and all these
falling asleep with friends and family.
Yeah.
I see the smiles. I remember the journeys. I remember the struggles. And their struggles are over now. So they're leaving the battle for me to carry. So I need to make sure that the next generation stands up strong and I can help them through their trials and tribulations, you know, and learn about my experiences and my losses.
Yeah.
So they don't feel alone. So they don't have to be on their own. They can come and talk to someone. They can say, yo, I need to go on together. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know? Because the most beautiful thing about life is that we bring life.
Yeah.
You know?
We give that.
And because we bring life, and I'm chewing up.
No.
Coming up a little bit.
No, go ahead. I'm emotional person. I can feel the energy. It's beautiful energy. Keep it real. Go ahead.
I'm choking up.
No, go ahead.
But what it is that we can bring life.
Yeah.
And when we bring life into the world, with all of those people that are falling, you actually can put it into that one person or two or three or four. And you have, when you take that responsibility and hold it strong,
Yeah.
they will grow up just like all of those people we were talking about, my forefathers. And you don't wait on them,
Yeah.
you school them.
Yeah.
So when they get to the age of 9, 10, they're way ahead of everyone already. You know, you know, sometimes you meet those little ones that are just like, you're too smart for your own good.
Oh, sorry, I've been here before.
Yo, you go sit down, go sit down.
You're like, how do I do this?
How you know about that?
How old are you? When are you born again?
Yeah, so you're like, yeah, you're not ready for that. You just sit down, your time will come, you know what I mean? But you're on the right page. So I don't let them know. I'm just like, all right, cool.
Yeah. Oh, blessings.
And that's what I'm at about my brother. You know what I mean? It's just like my angel, so he's always
Yeah. Oh, that is absolutely so beautiful. I mean, like I said, I read that story and then I could see that that was the connection. Like I recently lost my brother, but he was my blood brother, but he grew with me as my brother because that's all I knew, like when I was younger, as my brother to look after, even to my 40s, you know, still. So to lose him, it was like, you know, unless someone else had experienced it, then they hadn't know. So that's why, I brought it up.
The thing I've always hold on to as well is that my last actual hug with my brother, we hugged.
Oh,
And we're boys don't hug, especially when you're young and full of testosterone. We ain't hugging you. I mean, they ain't spite, bro. But you know, secretly, brothers growing up, if you've got brothers living in the household, brother, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It's like you love your brother, but you don't want to show it. You know what I mean? You love him so much. You get angry with him. You just want to do it right. You know what I mean? And that's my brother. They were like that with me, my oldest brothers. So when my brother fully passed away, literally a week before he passed away, we just hugged.
Oh.
Literally hugged for 2 days, just hugged. I mean, like, he couldn't really walk properly because he was ill with chemo and everything else. So, and I'll be helping him a lot of the time as well. And every time I helped him, he would hold me. Thank you. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, bro.
No, that's beautiful. You're gonna make me cry.
That whole week, and I couldn't understand why he every minute. I want to beat him. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna catch you to the floor. You know what I mean? Like I was his lies. I'm being dead serious. It was like that. I remember the joy of it. Because it gave me that whole moment. Because there's times when I'm very. That's what I'm holding on to. I'm holding on to that feeling that you're special more is understatement. And what I do know is that even though that's my story, I've sat with others that have similar stories and we cry together if it has to, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm talking my story, but it's real.
But the beautiful thing is being able to have someone to say that to. Some people just sit inside and it's just bottled inside them. And yes, mental health is. There's a lot of it going on as well because mental health is something that's not particularly addressed in the Black community, Asian community. You know, these things that they're so taboo. They believe they're taboo. We need to you know, people that are in position like yourselves and that other people to talk to people about this, because it's so, you know, it's in the house. They haven't found the way out the door yet. But I do think that when they find the way out the door, it will be like a domino effect, you know. But we just have to get it started because it's all about saving and healing at the same time as well. We're not doing that yet. But we have the last 3 minutes of the show, so we're going to bring you back again after the show, after the break. Is that cool? After the show, we ain't finished till 4. You're not going anywhere yet, if you don't mind. Yes, I have. If you can't see now, he's actually got a ball and chain on his foot there. He's not going anywhere. We finish at 4. More love and blessings. But what I am going to do, I'm going to play, before we go to break, the last 2 minutes, I'm going to play UB40 Kings in Town. And this is going to be for one of my neighbours, actually. His name's Charlie. I asked him, you know, what kind of music do you like? And he goes, if you don't mind, could you play me UB40 Kingston Town? So I'm going to play that and myself and L.A Gray. We'll be back after the break. More love and blessings.
You know that little feedback getting on to you.
Yeah, it's going. I'm like, I've called him, asked him where is it coming from, but it doesn't help me out like that. He won't help me.
No worries.
Talk from his show, but it's all right. I'll be all right because I can edit. So even if it's there, it's okay. I don't mind.
Just gotta make sure it's good for you, man.
Oh.
It's about life, man. It's not really nothing about it. It's just gotta live it.
Yeah.
So,
Do you want some of this? I poured this fresh, you know.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, pour some more. So I've got all. Thanks, Sharon.
No.
Some alkaline water and good
Okay.
I had turmeric.
I
had turmeric and bladderwrack this morning.
I had my turmeric today.
And I had sort of sea moss and bladderwrack.
I had my sea moss this morning.
Yeah, you have to. That's what time it is now. I'm not playing. I'm not playing at all right now. But I'm gone on the break already. See, it's coming. No, I don't know where the feedback's coming from. It's all good. We'll just leave that for now. It was just fine. I'm going to pause this video so we don't just have us yakking away in the back of the Zoom, which we'll probably do anyway. Yes, we are going to be racking, but you can't listen. All right, bye. Yeah, well, this one's paused. Yeah.
Okay.
But your video's on. If you want to turn your camera off, you can.
Okay.
So I'll switch mine off for a little bit as well. Then the camera.
Listen up, guys. I'm gonna be back. I'll be right back. Yeah, the battery's gonna die anyway, so I might as well. Can I turn it off? Yeah, I got a charger here. I got it's like 2%.
No, this is the power charger. This one's fast.
Okay, good. Struggling. Totally struggling. Thank you. Because then now I know we'll be all right now.
It's very important that we do it because all of that is a little bit. I tried to get him to talk to my brother about what's
My brother died from prostate cancer. He was 19.
19.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's my brother. The one thing we're talking about. Yeah.
I didn't know he was 19.
Prostate cancer. The crazy thing about it was he was suffering for it for a year. He had cramps in his groin for about a year, and then went to the hospital, went to the doctor, and they were like, "Oh, you can't explain it." Passes out. My mum takes him to the hospital. 2 days later, they said he's got terminal 4 cancer. Not even 2 or 3, it's 4. It's stage 4. So it's like 3 months later, he's gone. Literally in that sense. And 3 months. It took 3 months. 3 months. This is why I say it's like very important that anything you feel in your body that don't feel right, go and check it out. We as men are the worst ones for it. I mean, because like, we leave everything. I've got pain. But if the pain don't stop, there's different types of pain. You know what I mean? It don't stop.
Like I said, that is the second part of it. Everyone thinks that's what it is, but it's not that, you know. It's only if they've got the cells, then they do that to check and see it. Yeah. The actual test is actually a blood test. So they're so scared if it needs that, they just don't know.
You know how to break it. And
that's what it needs to be. Your seminar step. That is not the initial part.
That is not.
The initial part is actually blood test.
Because you know what I say to men? I say that to you, yeah. But you know when a woman goes to the hospital, she goes to regular and gets screened. You know what she has? Imagine how she feels.
I
know. I got sisters, I know. I got friends, I know. One
thing.
Yo, one thing. Like, you woman. Like, I said to my baby, bro. Right? I ain't gonna baby everything else. Bro, you don't mind your woman going to a hospital and sitting right in front of a doctor and showing up all their things. And it's not like you don't know who they are. I don't know who here, right? They got the props for their legs too. So, no problem, bro. Yeah.
And you go sit in
there. Yes, he did. Yes, and I'm like, bro, and all we got to do is walk. You want to walk out. That's it.
But it's in there for 10 minutes. They've been figuring around 50. Could you? And then they turn around and say,
I am suing you. I'm suing you. If I'm a woman, I'm suing you. I'm like, hey, you not even 10 minutes. My husband can't do 10 minutes, and you not even 10 minutes. You know what? Let me tell you something. When I get, you're fired. You're fired. How can you not know what you're doing? 10 minutes. Yo, I'm calling my husband now. We're back.
we better say them on. I was like, it's ended. I didn't end it. Oh, God. Let me share the next one. Oh, God, this is too funny. L.A Gray, I've got to bring you in for another video. I don't care. I don't know what Billy's saying, mate.
But it's true now. It's only true. That's what I say. For me, it's true. Life is true. When you talk the truth, whether it's hilarious or painful, it's the truth. So we all can relate. It's the truth, though. I'm cussing. If a man was at the back of me for 10 minutes, I am going to the road. What? Everything goes to the
There you go. So funny. Oh, you go, Gus. I'll be on the floor. You're like, hold her up on the chair. Look, if you don't know, get to know. L.A Gray is full of laughs and humour. This is my best interview. No disrespect, Tony Ruffcott, but I'm laughing today, mate. I'm having a good old giggle.
I'm being myself.
Oh, that's what it's about, man. Oh my gosh. It's nice to have a formal interview, but at the same time, Okay. Yay, this sounds big. This is a Sizzler version. Let me pronounce how to spell it right. Oh, I got the dub, you know.
That's a double ticket.
I have the dub here. I can play it. I've got 4 mixes on the dub here. Play one. Amare by my Sizzler. Love and only love rhythm. I've got records.bandcamp.com. Aye, aye. Turn your mic now. I've turned on your mic. Go ahead, sing. Go sing. I've turned on your mic and sing. Exclusive. Yes, yes.
Come on. Yeah. You know, Omega 104.1.
Yes, the one and only L.A Gray. Freestyle. Exclusive. Yes, man, I'm loving the vibes, loving the irations. The one and only L.A Gray. Freestyling there. Woo! This track is Sizzler. Can't pronounce it right. How does it go again? Guadamare. Woo! Guadamare. Sizzler. A little bit later on, we're going to continue the interview with the one and only L.A Gray. Absolutely loving the vibes, absolutely beautiful. I've been popping up so much, my belly's hurting. That's what time it is. The vibes and the energy is on the highest level and frequency right now. So if you missed out before, you'll have to catch up later on the Mixloud and Mega DJ Empress I Claire. But yeah. L.A Gray is still in the studio with us, and we have the rest of the interview to go through. I've got some words for you here. What was I going to ask you? Focus on promoting the new song. Oh, that's what I want to ask. Who's Diana Black? Is she the manager? Co-manager. Do you want to talk about her today? No? No, I don't know, because I saw her name and think, let's say hello or something like that. Because I was trying to work out the name. What's that? I didn't know. Oh, is it? Oh, did she say it was bad? Was it grizzly? Was it okay? No, it's okay. Oh, that's brilliant, isn't it? Oh.
Done something in Jamaica.
Massive. Is that track? That is not fair. How is not fair? More love, blessings. Happy, but I'm not happy. But I am happy because I have L.A Gray in the studio with us today.
Yeah.
That track that was playing was Sizzler Odemara on the Love and Only Love. Written from roughcutrecords.bandcamp. So before we go any further, we're going to go back over here to L.A Gray.
Hey guys.
Here we go. More love and blessings. I actually remember that you performed at the BBMC Brent Legends of Reggae on December the 18th, 2021.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Oh, that was great, man. my community. I'm from Brent, so
So to be a part of Brent, to be a part of everything that's happening or possibly happening, Brent, it's nice because I want to get more involved in it. So that's really, that was a stepping stone for me, you know. That experience, I met so many people down there. I got surprised when we were moving and everything else. So
It was brilliant. I was there. I was at the front of the camera.
you saw me, like, you saw me way up again. Like,
Yes.
moments, like, guys, please, don't want to see L.A Gray way up. Don't give me nothing, no war, nothing.
It was emotional and it was absolutely beautiful because I actually saw Clifford Jones hand you the baton
Yeah.
as well. And I saw Sandra Cross.
yeah,
I think I saw
yeah,
Akaboo,
man,
Sheila,
Diane,
Paul
the girls.
Dawkins.
Yeah, man. Akabu's my team. I love them. They play my music. We're talking about Valerie, Caroline, Diane, Barbara,
Army, Allison, you know what I mean?
So that was like Akaboo is like all female reggae band, isn't
All
it?
female reggae.
Absolutely
And then
massive.
L.A Gray turns up.
Wow. No, I videoed you all. I videoed you all. I thought it was absolutely massive. I was just sitting there with my mouth open, catching flies like, wow, this is so beautiful.
You know what? I'm so blessed to have them around as well because you know what? They pretty much refuse to work with any adult singers already.
Okay.
They're people who
Yeah.
bang really like they do their thing.
Okay.
But L.A Gray's turned up and I got into their hearts and we now do work together, we do shows together.
Oh. I love Akaboo. I've been watching them. Actually, I think I saw them. I think they did a Rebel Salute as well in Jamaica as well recently. You was out there as well. I didn't know.
So many
Go away! I'm gonna have to go back and watch it probably. I only saw a clip. I didn't even see the full clip of Akaboo. I saw a little bit.
I'm in the Gleaner over there.
No, I'm behind them. I've not read up. I've not
If
read
you
up.
go on Rebels, the highlights. Yeah,
Rebel Salute is massive.
Yeah.
Oh my days. Where can I follow it? Where can whoever's listening in? Where can we watch it? Is it online? Rebel Salute 2023. Just type in Rebel Salute 2023 and you'll catch up on everything. Just like me, you know, saying,
highlights because it's a very long videos, like goes on hours.
wow, oh, that is
So if you go to Rebels to highlights, you will get pretty much every single artist that performed on Rebels, all the way to Bounty Killer.
that is absolutely brilliant because I remember that show that was on the BBC. I think it was hosted by Patricia Morton of the Let's Talk show at the time there. Yeah, I remember that too. I want to also give a shout out to Kaz Music Promotions as well. You know, she works tirelessly with artists in the background. So I just wanted to give a big shout out and send some love to her and to Claire Angel as well.
My team, man. Clear girls, you know what I mean? Like, even like Baby Smurf, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many people that I need to big up on this journey. And I'm still getting used to all new things, you know,
Yeah.
the names and everything. So trust me, your boy's gonna get real
Ah, no, we got out what you got to talk about over here.
All the team and everything's going in.
We'll be supporting you. We will be following the whole of your journey, and we'll be wanting updates as well. So we'd like to know who you're talking to and where you are, where your shows are, so we can share them as well. So we can keep updated as well, especially when you're from the ends. 100% you got our back. Definitely. All right, I've got a couple more questions for you. I wanted to ask you, what is your main aim as a creative artist in the music business to achieve? What is your musical mission? Sorry, let's close that window.
Right.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, rev that L.A Gray's coming, you understand? I'm here for the youngsters, the male and the female. I'm here for the olders. I'm here for everyone. To honest you, I'm here to be a breath of fresh air. To honest you, I feel like we need it now. We need it
Yes.
more than ever.
Yes.
We need more like-minded so we can make the changes and get things moving. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So we're there at the moment. L.A. Gray.
Yes. That's when I saw the name as well, and I saw you up on the when he was at the BBMC. I thought, oh no, that was absolutely massive. And then like to see the baton change over and then the singing song. Then you started singing, and I was like, wow, Wow, you know, I was blown away. And you know what? I recorded that and used it as a loop. When you said who knows, I'm not going to sing it because obviously I'm a bit rusty. But yeah, I heard when that part when you sang who knows, and the way you sang it was just it went around the whole of the room. It was like, you know, when you actually put sound effects in to get that sound effect, the sound effects would have made no difference that day because you yourself acoustically went around the whole of the room with your voice. And it actually physically touched me. You know, when your voice is a sound, you can't see it. But it touched me. Like, I was wearing a little fur coat, the hairs were all popping up and that. I thought glass was going to break that day because that's how much impact you had in the room that day. And that's the first time I ever saw you perform.
Wow, you know what? That was the first time I was probably like a little bit mushy. I've never been like that.
Absolutely amazing, because I saw around as well. I saw people walking around, people were talking as well. And I was telling them, quiet, get in my video. It was like, L.A Gray, L.A Gray, keep quiet, what about my video?
They all set me up. That day was so magical.
That was your day.
It felt like it was.
It felt like, I thought it was.
It was about so many things. You know what I mean? But they really put on your pedestal that day, and I was not aware to that at all in any shape or form. So when Uncle Vivian's gone on the stage now and like, yeah, I got this award and we're gonna announce, and John as well, he's on the microphone saying,
I videoed that as well.
You know what I mean? Like, why is my name? I was still looking around the room.
Who me? Who me? Okay. We said.
I feel like part of the furniture. I feel like part of the team. So
do you know what it is? It's because you're such a humble being. I mean, look, when you just said you was coming, and I thought I'm going to come down the stairs and meet you, and you came up the stairs already. You was there. And I was like I'd known you forever, and you just opened the lift. I was looking at one of my brothers, like, welcome, you know, because you have a humble energy. I think with the music business as well. I mean, I've not been in it very long, but I've been watching and seeing a lot of artists and a lot of recording artists and producers, and I think the energy of the individual is very, very important to how they will move around those that are listening to them, their audience. And you know, you have a very humbling. I mean, I'm an energy person anyway. If your energy doesn't click a bit, I'd have been out of the room a long time ago. You know, the thing's cancelled. I couldn't make it, nothing's working. That would have been my energy, you know, whatever I need to do to try and get out of the scenario, you know. But I was really, really excited because your energy alone on itself, without the music side it, is igniting. It's infectious. And you can hear it in your music. That's why I want to play for you the L.A Gray Who Knows video. Do you mind if I play that one here? I'm going to play the L.A Gray Who Knows video. For those that don't know, you should know by now. I'm playing it every week for about the last month. So here we go. L.A Gray Who Knows. Listen to this bit. I'm back and see it today. Aye, aye, more love and blessing. Aye, aye. Loving it, the one and only L.A Gray. More love. Oh, that's, I'm gassed. I really am gassed. I'm going to go home like that. It's slide on my face.
Make sure you keep that smile until the next time you see me.
The next time you think, if you would come back in again, that would be great. Because I could chat for England. I know I talk most of the time. But I have to be interested in the conversation. If I'm not, I'd be like,
There's no.
Oh,
There's so much more.
I've got a load of stuff, and I don't think I'm going to get through half of it.
You got another one.
Yeah, we're going to have to, because I've only got 35, and
Yeah,
I've got loads of stuff. I was writing all night.
And I know the same thing happened on the BFM.
Oh, you was on the BFM?
In the BFM, right?
Was that with Judith Jacobs?
No, I did
That was Conscious.
I did my show with G Genius from BFM
Oh,
on
Genius.
a
Do
Sunday
you
night.
want to mention them as well? Yeah, mention them all, because that's me. I got a different show, you know. Everybody, and you can think of that you want to boost.
Same thing happened.
Go ahead.
He had a list there. A list and he's like, oh, LA. Oh gosh, that list, but the conversation's so good right now.
That's just what I'm saying. I'm enjoying the conversation right now. I'm not even worried about the rest of the Christians, because they're not the same. They're not ready for that, because I'm enjoying this vibe that we're having. So I'm going to make sure I don't go the day that he gets there. I'm trying not to listen to the other one, so I don't double the talk. Yeah, I made sure I didn't listen to any interviews, because I wanted it to be fresh and not last repeated stuff as well. This is beautiful. Here we go. More love and blessings. Aye, aye, aye. More love and blessings. That was the one and only L.A Gray with Who Knows? And that was the actual music video as well. So tell us a little bit about the music video as well, though, because that is very interesting too.
That's the one question I've been waiting for.
I got the right question.
No lie, you know, I shot that video.
The reggae version of the video, because I've done it in acoustic as well.
Okay,
So I know they'll come from that. That's where I had acoustic. So just to put it out there, I got it in acoustic as well. But what it was, when I won Reggae Star Factory, we recorded it again. This is the reggae sound and love rock sound. And when it came to shooting the video, we had 2 ideas, 3 ideas, and ideas were endless. And then we went into the forest. We went into your boy L.A Gray was wearing one of those harness, like wood chop over the triangle.
Really? Love
I've never climbed a tree in my life. Like 22, I'm massive. Like,
you had to climb a tree.
I had to climb a tree. Like, I'm giving you a full story. Right? We shot this video in the forest. Yeah, I had a chainsaw, everything, guys. I was doing it. I did the house scene, everything. And then the footage came back and it was like, what happened? Why is it so crazy? Why is it so this? And we didn't have the video, the very first video for Who Knows, right? And we made one call to one of our good friends named Beaver. That's my guy all the way, right? And I was like, we're like, Beaver, we need you to come in and do some work on the song for us. And I mean, we got this video, the idea that we got a concept, and he came down and we walked in the pen and the pad.
Let's get to business.
And he was like, you want to go with it? I got a vision. Let me hear your vision first. So I need to take my vision. That's the same thing I had in my mind. I'm gonna slightly change it, and this is what we're gonna do. We shot that whole video shot one day.
One day.
One day.
That video looks like it took a week.
Exactly, because we literally, you know, when someone, no, you shoot video. You have these ideas, like, I want to do it, I just do it like that. And none of it went to plan.
Well, you know what? I always say things for a reason.
For a reason.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because you had better come in and you
Better
did
was coming. The most high was like, nah, that ain't gonna be
like,
the one. Yeah, the most high was like, hey, well,
I'm gonna touch this one tonight.
that don't make it. Even though we're moving in that, like, move forward with what we got, it was only when we got to the grade and we were like, ooh, nah. Because the thing about LA is like, we know what quality is, so we want quality in the music and in our visuals. So my boy even turned up. My God, I was like, it was like a breath of fresh shit, because he was just like director, he was cameraman, he was actor, he was like everything. You know what I mean? He was driving through the whole thing. He was like, we're going this way, just follow me. I'm at the spot. And then my team was so helpful as well. Like everyone came.
Yeah.
And then I like to see in the video where the handcuffs
on my wrist. It's
Yes.
like breaking the chains, you know what I mean?
So that was a significant part of the
man,
movie.
and that was everyone's point of view as well. Everyone input as well onto it, and it all made sense. Like we actually sat down and discussed the song, what it's supposed to be, and then we came up with that.
So it had a storyline behind it as well. So even the breaking the chains as well. So tell me the concept of the Who Knows song.
Well,
What is the story behind it? Because I know there's a big story behind it, but I want to hear it from your
I'm
words.
gonna let you go. You might think it's a long story. It's quite
No,
short.
no, this is your session. We got a whole half an hour.
Starting off my conversation about my grandmother. That song my grandmother gave me. She was always, I used to come home sometime after school and be so uptight and wound up. Because remember, my mother's not in Barbados. So I'm going to school, I'm in a new land, they talk different to how I speak as well, language wise. They used to tease me because I was British, I was the only boy.
My best friend's from
Oh
Barbados.
my grandmother sent me to all boys school as well.
Ooh,
So it was even
they
more,
gave it to me, didn't it? Yeah.
The accent, oh man. So I was getting wound up, I was getting mad. It was days where I was like, I'll be in the headmaster's office, getting 5 lashes on my hands. And my teacher, she'd be like, hey, what? You ain't listening because I was so frustrated, like I didn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
My grandma would just pull me up. She didn't even, she saw it. I didn't see it. She, as a woman, that's what I'm trying to say. She saw it all and she was like, who told you that you can't be who you want? Who told you you can't go? Who told you? Why are you so angry at that person? Why are you angry at that teacher? What made you think you can't do that?
I love that.
And I was sitting there, and every time she said to me, I used to pause and be like, right? And she just look at me,
Yeah.
in my eyes, and I just feel it, and I'm like, she's so right.
Yeah.
She is so
right.
So when I got on the road as a big man, and I even
You're like, fuck, my grandma says I can.
and then it made me, and then
Understanding the journey of my father and everything, who knows just came to life. Because it's got my grandmother saying in there, it's got my forefather saying in there,
Yeah.
it's got my legacy in there, and it's also, I'm also talking about my own line, my son and my daughters, you know what I mean? Like, are here too. So it's like, it's all of it. And then, I kid you not, the song, I believe, I want it to last forever. I want it to live
It
forever,
will.
you know?
Because when I always say to people, you know, some of the songs that we listen to, like from decades ago, the reason why I remember them, not just because they had like good hooks and they had messages. And sometimes when we was younger, we didn't quite understand what that message was in that song at the time. And as we got older, it became more resonating and more motivating. And it's something that we want to pass on to another.
Yeah.
So to be able, as yourself as a creative artist and a recording artist, to take that lessons that you learned, which are the lessons in disguise, and then put that into text and put that into a song and a message and put it out there, because that's your experiences in a positive light as well. So then you're giving it to somebody else, but it still belongs to you. So someone is still learning. So to hear the concept of how that tune came about, I knew there was a story behind it. You can always tell the who knows. I was thinking, who said that? Somebody said that to you, you know? Who knows?
Man, I remember, man, like I said, like a lot of my music songs that you're gonna hear from coming from out the L.A Gray EP and writing the album as we speak. I'm gonna want to drop out the album in the year.
I'm gonna be birches in that as well.
And like and it's a blessing because in disguise, because everything that I have taken on board is actually coming through my music, whether I want it to or not.
In a positive
It's
way.
all coming through my music, and it's keeping me on that path as well.
Would you say that it's healing?
Sometimes it's healing, because I got songs that are talking about relationships that are broken,
Yeah.
and the reasons why they were broken, and what I did in that.
Yeah.
Break,
Okay.
you know? So
Okay.
I'm talking my truth.
Yeah. That's where That's so very important. Do you want to know why? Because there's a lot of guys out here, as much as what you just said there, that just whole sentence needs a winning trophy. Do you want to know why? Because that is so hard for a man to come out and say that, you know, I did this and I did that and I want to speak about it. It's inspirational and motivational to another, especially men and women, whether they are in a relationship or not. Because sometimes you just need that one person to come through, and it could be that one song, it could be that one saying. Because for youngsters, we didn't experience or see it when we was growing up. We've had to learn it in the raw, and I'm saying the ring. We've been put out in the ring, you know? And you know, it's whether you survive the ring to tell the story, kind of thing. But you've survived the ring, and you've come out and you're telling the story. You know what? I did this little bit wrong. This is what I should have, and I'm confessing that. And that is the most beautiful part, because when we don't do that, we don't actually heal. We just go round and round. But you've taken a way to do that for your music. You've written it down, you've sung it, you've actually put it into the universe. And once you've put it into the universe, so shall it be, so shall it be said, so it shall be done. Well, that's another thing as well I wanted to ask about. You also the winner of the Reggae Star Factor 2020. I didn't get who was hosted by though, so maybe you can help me with that.
It was hosted by Sheila.
Sheila, okay. So Sheila was at BBMC and she performed. She's the poet.
Oh,
I recorded a big long piece of Sheila as well. Her poetry is off the hook. Absolutely amazing. Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
Got a single or an affirmation for people to go on, which I really like. You know, I think you should start with affirmations with everyone, especially young women who are with the confidence in certain places. And she's definitely one to listen out. Even go on the page and check her out.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go, because I've done a lot of her video from when she performed at the BBMC, and I think she's been at a couple of other shows as well. But I think she did I wanted to go to it. It was a poetry for ladies poetry or something about it, but I was away. I was in Manchester at the time. I was so upset because it's twice it's happened, and I've been needing to get. I know, so I'm just following everything that everybody's doing. I mean, sometimes there's flyers in the year I can follow through as well, but I haven't seen one for it yet. So when it does come, I will read it out, because as soon as I get hold of it, I'm like, right, stop what I'm doing. This is poetry. Because poetry is my thing. I love poetry, love spoken word. I use poetry as a way to express myself after going through problems when you're young. So to hear what people are singing about, that's even better for me anyway. And I also saw on news press online that you've been keeping very busy with interviews, events, and promotions. Again, we're so very happy and honoured that you could squeeze us in. But tell us about the recent events that you've attended.
The last few events I've been to have been really nice. Been good to meet up with people, met to people I haven't met that know about me. So it was really nice. Like the winter stuff has been amazing.
Okay.
That the guys down there, they're doing really well. I was with, like I said, I was with them the other day, and it was.
So is that mission for the Windrush? What kind of thing is that?
I know they got on the 29th.
You see, I'm still feeling like my mum's Windrush.
Like, because there's so much history in it, and there's so much to talk about, I can't really get it all in one.
Yeah, of course.
I will say to you on the 29th, I will be doing like event in the park, where come down and get information, see something like a thing.
Drumming, some dancing.
All of us together. You know what I mean? They're gonna mix and blend in it as well, get some vibes. But the main show was about telling the youth about the history about the Caribbean. Right now, Caribbean people are.
There is I don't think they're telling a story. Like when we've done
story. Like
that kind of joke.
That kind of joke then, and then you had old school Nancy the spider. It was also a story that you'd be told about the old wolf, the old grandma, and then you had the old drum corps and ghosts and that kind of stuff. I realize that this generation doesn't have that. We can only pass on what we know, but they don't seem to be so, because everything's all comics now, that kind of stuff.
Oh,
she knows about Mansa Musa.
Last week to watch it. They got one.
They got like a
yeah.
place down there.
Really? Because I didn't know that. Because I told my grandbaby about it. So they've got a theatre in
London
London
Bridge, literally, off the main road.
Bridge. I got to have to find. I'm gonna take my
Called
grandbaby
the
there.
Unicorn.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I like that. And unicorn's their favourite.
And they got a show down there. Just type in Unicorn Theatre, London
Yes,
Bridge.
I'm going to.
You see they got a show called Nancy.
And Nancy.
She loved it.
I'm gonna go
She
take
sat
my
on the
grandbaby.
floor and she goes and they get involved.
Oh, and they do dancing and stuff like that.
It's done by three actors. They do all the music, they do all they got a nice little spot in there with a tree.
And it's in London Bridge. I'm gonna have to find that and share it on next week's show.
And it's a great hour and a half.
Brilliant. And that's what I'm looking for. Some more bits and pieces that can, like, you know, culturally infiltrate my grandbaby. I'm gonna call you boy out again, LA now. I'm gonna do that. Did you hear that? I got a leg. That sounds like a Michael Jackson hee though, isn't it? You're not supposed to say yes. I was, but I am gassed. I'm so happy. If you see how humble, I didn't even bring I normally bring a pyramid in, and it's an EMF, electromagnetic frequency. That's what I use in it to like protect. I'm not saying that there's, but I have to put it on anyway. And I've got one around my neck as well. But I didn't need it today. The energy, normally I'm sitting there thinking, oh, where's it going to come? Like, not at all. The energy in this room, studio today, right now, Mega DJs that are coming in after me, this room is completely blessed. When you come in, you're going to feel the vibrations and the energy from here. I actually went online onto L.A Gray, was it the official website? I actually wrote it down because the reason why I wrote it down, there you go, www.officiallagray.com. And I had a quick peek. And do you know what I found on there? I found out about all your musical inspirations. So I took the liberty of selecting some of the musics from your inspiration to play today. I have some Marvin Gaye. I have some Bob Marley. I have some John Holt. I have some H-Town. I have some Josie and some Gerald Leverts. I have that as well. I don't think we'll be able to play all of them, but is there anybody right there? Is there anything that I've just read out that you want to hear from? Because I've actually got something on the playlist. Choose one of their names and I'll show you which track I've played. What track I chose. Marvin Gaye, Jodeci or H-Town or Bob Marley. Choose one and I'll play it for you.
I think they're making a noise. I think they want to go right. I think we should go Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye? Which track do you think I got on that one then? It's not, you know, I was going to choose that. I'm thinking, oh, that's a bit much. Better not. I thought, I bet if I ask which one, you're going to say sexual healing. And guess what I chose? Let's get it on.
But the room's already seen it.
See, they're draw the curtains. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to be playing Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
Oh, it's a cappella. Okay then. Is that even better? Oh, it is a cappella, isn't it? Okay then. That's all right. All right then. The next one's going to be Jodeci. My lady. You want to go for the Jodeci? All right, then we're going to do the Jodeci straight away.
We got like 10 more minutes.
We got 20. Yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, that's always wrong. Yeah, we've got like about another 19 minutes on this one. All right, then here we go. Jodeci, Forever My Lady. I went on the site and I had a look through and I think, I bet you it's this one. I bet you it's this one.
This one goes out to L.A Gray.
More love and blessings. This is dedication from L.A all the ladies out there from your boy L.A Gray. Go to see. How does the words go? Go on, we're gonna sing it. I don't mind.
to me.
Special. Let me turn my volume down. No, you can sing through. Oh, bless. I'm gonna have to play a little Robert Tyler song on that as well. Here's me jingle. Do I get a jingle? I'm gonna have to dig one out of you at some point. Alright, I've got another one coming up as well. I'll play that one for a little bit. Then I'm going to bring in the next one at the same time. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, you just made my 2 hours go so quick. I couldn't believe it. How did the 2 hours go so quick? Come on. And you haven't done your solo. No, that's the last 10 minutes is for you. That's for you. This is all your session. All the session is yours. Like a dream. Keeping me warm.
Come on.
It's this ecstasy.
I'm doing my move. Yeah. If you want the video, you see me.
And it goes in its element. Woo! L.A Gray, if you don't know, get to know.
Like, H-Town.
Oh, you want H-Town now? Oh, which track do you think you're going to play of H-Town though?
Like, I couldn't tell you, man, because there's so many of them that I like. So.
Well, guess what? I'm going to go play it right now.
Surprise you.
I'm going to surprise you. All right then. It's playing in the background. What is it? What are we playing?
Oh, feel like.
And the video, oh my gosh, I used to remember this video. Ooh, yeah.
Yo, the video, imagine that.
That's what I'm watching now.
That's how I'm going to win the show. That's how I'm going to win the show. I see the video, like, hold on. Yeah, take it right back.
Oh, I'm going to have to show you. Look, come have a look, quick look. Have a quick look.
They gave you. Hey! That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. If you don't mind.
Go. And you would just right. I can be your lover.
Ooh, the one and only L.A Gray.
If you don't mind.
I found his tracks on his website.
And you would just right. Lover.
Yes, I sneak down, pull down the volume quick because I can hear that's authentic vocals you're hearing. You're not hearing a recording. You're not hearing something that was done before pre-recorded. This is live. L.A Gray live. You don't know, get to know. More love.
Love that.
Oh,
yo, no, H-Town was one of the
knocking
guys.
the boots, isn't it? I heard it. Knocking the
Yeah,
boots.
my mother used to go crazy. Just that one.
No, that one, go turn it off. No, we're turning it on record. Repeat.
They used to drop their channels. One, if you're out there, your son's paying right now, so you don't praise the show, man.
Yeah, you know, if you got an air lick, if you got a spiritual lick in the back of your neck, I didn't see nothing. Grandma's giving you a spiritual lick in the back of your neck, I didn't see anything. Oh, more love and blessing. You know what, I was about to say that as well. You know, the next one I've got for you now is going to be, which track do you think we're going to play?
So many, man. I'm lost now. So many. I've got so many favorites. You know what I mean? So it's surprising.
Let me give you a hint. It's going to be with Mystic. Mystic?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Let's turn this one down. More love and blessings.
Uh-oh. Right now,
What track
ladies
is
and gentlemen,
this?
This is about life. You understand? And the journey that we go through. There can't be no regrets.
Vibe time.
Right.
This is when you're supposed to sit here and bob your head. Give it a little jerk. Finger in the air. Aye, aye. Oh, we'll have to suffer.
It's all in the lyrics. I'm just saying that.
All in the lyrics.
It's all in there.
One L.A Gray. Who have we got on here though? We've got who's that? Took Them joined. Took Them. Shout out to Took Them. Shout out to Kaz. Music Promotions.
Music promotion, love that.
Shout out. Aye, aye. Shout out to Claire Angel and Robert Dallas. DJ Marin and Shaka P. More love and blessings. And also to High Priest and DJ Blake and the one and only Scratch Professor.
Aye.
More love.
More love, guys.
One L.A Gray. Most humblest person. You absolutely, you have such a beautiful energy. Ask anyone. I am an energy person, and if your energy is not right, I just can't fake it. Yeah, I can't. I know some people can do it, but I can't do that.
I'm being myself, man. About being true to oneself, you know, and be true to oneself. You literally have to be broken. I've been broken, man. I've been beat down. I've been told that I'm not good enough. I went through it all. Trust me.
But do you think that when people say things like that, it's just to break you further?
You know what?
Because they can't be telling the truth and saying that, can they?
You know what? Maybe they are telling the truth. Maybe
what element of it do you think were they telling the truth?
Maybe I went seeing myself. Maybe
that person that said that to you, are you still around them now?
No.
So they couldn't have been, you know. They would never go for you.
It's the elements of, I look at it as an element of truth in this conversation. Because if it's their truth, that's how they feel about their perception. You know what I mean?
Ah, you see, this is where I might have to differ with that conversation still, son. Because you know when someone says it's their truth, it's exactly their truth. And sometimes what somebody thinks about you is sometimes none of your business. You know? So that's why, yeah, they've got to own it. I'm not even taking a pence or 2 pence of that to say it might be true, just because of what else they put out of it. Because what you put into the universe, you shall get back. And if that person put that out there with the ulterior intention of trying to bring you down or, you know, reduce your confidence or, you know, put you in a bag, grab and barrel mentality kind of thing, then yeah, you have to be careful of that. You know, and I'm so glad to hear that you don't have that person around you anymore.
Because the thing about those people tend to beat themselves away anyway. Because if you're comfortable with yourself, you know where you're going. It's like a lot of things that come and you deflect off you.
Yeah.
A lot of things said to you deflect off of you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because it doesn't matter.
Yes.
But you don't look at them and let them.
No.
You look at them and say that's you.
You say that's you.
That's how you feel. That's
your
you.
opinion. You're entitled to it. And you can own that, but you've got to stay over there. In fact, take a little trip. Here's a plane ticket. You know, here's a skate. Because when you let some people slide, they think they can ice skate. You know?
So they're either going A, slow you down, B, stop you, or break you mentally and stuff, and then you become nothing we want to.
But you also have to say to them this: bitter truths or sweet lies, either way it's going to hurt.
Yes.
If they didn't show you, how else would you know?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I love that.
Another time I'm going to share you some poetry. There's some of my poetry, that's what I speak about in my poetry. What I've been through. That's why I was asking about this. So I've written like 400 pieces, but majority of them is messages. That's something, if it's true, they didn't show you. How would you know? Would you prefer they didn't show you?
No.
And then continued on with whatever weakness it was they was giving you. After a while, you would have felt it and thought, oh, this don't feel too right.
All
You know?
that gave you strength.
Yeah, because you took it in, ate it up, and made it into a visible wall and chucked it back at them.
Because when you realize that is the case, you can now face a lot of things.
They're not ready for what's coming.
They're not
What do you
ready.
think?
And I believe that because when you are ready for things in life, the Most High doesn't stop it coming to you, you know? But He's checking you up to see if
You're
ready.
worthy.
And worthy.
Yeah.
So He's throwing all these things at you.
Obstacles and tribulations, and He's saying, jump, rush over, jump.
Are you gonna cope with that?
Yes.
Are you gonna jump away and but you know what I mean? He's testing.
He has
Life is
to.
a big test.
You have
Because
to.
what comes after that is there's a lot more pressure because you've got to be able to handle it. And you know what it's like when people get to the top.
That's what I'm saying. You have to let go of what no longer serves a purpose in your life. Time is ticking. Better know which way you're going, because these are all situations. The spirit don't need no incantations. Just as the river flows, you have to let it go, because it's destiny.
Don't need no incantation.
We have 7 minutes. I'm going to let you. I want you to sing for us. I was going to share a piece of poetry, but I'm having so much fun today. I don't want to share.
All right, I'm going to sing my favorite Minos. I'm going to give a little bit of that, and then I'm going to leave 104 with one.
Yeah, and you will be coming back to spend some time with us, though. I haven't put you off. I hope we've invited you to come and feel that omega energy.
Yeah, we're gonna see what we're going to do next time.
Aye, Steve. And it won't be rain, it'll be Steve.
Yeah, rain is a blessing.
It's always a blessing. And look how the sky was blessed today. It's not about the sunshine. It's nice and bright, and we have life and we can breathe. So we have to give thanks.
So also all my people that are listening to the radio right now, listening to the show, thank you for tuning in and being a part of it. I'd like to say thank you to all of my friends and family that have been supportive all the way, and I'm here to support you guys too. This song is going to be an acapella, so the boy L.A Gray. It's like who knows? It's like who knows? I work hard from 9 to 5, and I want my darling to supply. And I always look up to the sky, spinning for life, 'cause I see them watching me, and I see them go hungry, so I have to succeed for my dream to become reality. Who told you that you cannot find a better way? Come on, who told you that you cannot break all these chains? Yeah, who told you that you cannot find a better way? Come on, who told you that you cannot break all these chains? I know it ain't easy at times. Always gotta hustle to that money touch the sky. Don't get too sweet, we all get sweet, and we'll make our dreams shine. So see it through. Yeah. Do what you wanna do. Yeah. Who told you that you cannot find a better way? Come on. Who told you that you cannot break all these chains? Yeah. Who told you that you cannot find a better way? Come on. Who told you that you cannot break all these chains? It's like, who knows? It's like,
Boy, L.A Gray.
Wow, 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 wow. L.A Gray. We are so proud. We are so honored. We are so humbled that you took this time out to spend with us. And we have just had an a cappella. And I know I was going to cry and I was dancing to scream that. Your voice is absolutely amazing. Do you know that in your voice you have some kind of healing tones? I was feeling a little off when I came in. And that, you know, when you take a tablet and you feel better, but I don't take tablets anymore. Your voice, the frequency, the tone in it, it's like a healing thing. I don't know, I feel like I'm, you know, like Alibaba and the magic carpet floating. That's how I'm feeling right now.
Let's know that we need each other. And that's what I'm here for. Feel our community, neighbors, friends, anyone in the world, you know what I mean, want to be in that position with you guys. So look forward to help healing.
More love and blessings. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. That was L.A Gray. L.A Gray joined us in the studios today, and we hopefully will be having L.A Gray in the studios again very, very soon. Do not forget, if you'd like to just quickly remind us of where we can find all your socials and likes and where we can buy your tracks, please.
Okay, my music's on all platforms. It's L.A Gray official on all platforms with the official L.A Gray. Find me. Don't forget Gray is spelled with an A.
Hi, Gray is spelled with an A, exactly. And was that 50 Shades of Grey? It's the wrong Grey, isn't it? Sorry. I saw the Grey come out, and that's what came up first, and then the LA Gray comes. You got the right one.
This video is going off.
The DJ after's coming in at 4 o'clock, and that will actually be S to the R to the D. So what can I say before we're coming up to the last minute here? Look, I'm yakking away like I've got plenty of time. 23 seconds. My name is Empress Claire, and I shall be catching you up again next week from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Please tune in to Mixloud, Omega DJ, Empress Claire, and there you can, catch up with the last part of the show there. But before we go out of here, I want to play L.A Gray, and we're going to play How You Don't Know.
Nice.
More love and blessings. Here we go. Catch you up next week. How You Don't Know, L.A Gray. More love and blessings. L.A Gray, give thanks in the studio. More love, more love, more love. I just played L.A Gray, sis. The show's done over now. Oh, what a beautiful session. Oh, nah, this is proper. I'm going to get my pictures now. I'm going to lock you lot off. You say goodbye, though. Look, Az is on there.
Hey.
Look. Hey! Well, she said that. L.A Gray. All right, we'll catch up soon. I'm going to send I'll send a post out as well. Yes, the one and only L.A Gray in the house. Oh, wow. That is brilliant. No worries. You've got another session. I'm going to take one picture and you don't mind. I'm going to have to quickly grab them because I've got to share them. And I know you're on the phone. There you go.
So far, we've seen their language
Oh, kiss. Oh, rubbish, isn't it? Is it a phone?
Oh,
I've got time for camera.
Did it work?
No. Here we go again.
on 50 runs in Chattergram. He spoke with the beach for visitors, one the series 2-1.
Oh, blessing. L.A Gray, please don't be a stranger. I'm so honored that you come in and do it with me. I wasn't sure if you yes.
Well, don't worry about that. I'm here for the community and the team. So
that's what we're about. I mean, like I said, I'm going to show you a couple of copies of my show.
send it to me and I'll post it and I'll do it.
I will send you the links. You, Ryan, you've got to go where you've got to go. Oh, so lovely. Love you so much, Baba. Thank you.
All right.
We've got to talk about this year again.
I will.
Yeah?
In detail.
We shall do. Safe journey home, yeah?
Will do.
Take care, guys. Bye. Oh.
Man, he's just lovely. People are trying to sign me free labels. Just gonna make tubs. Comes on as well as I like you.